Well, hey guys, thanks for joining me. Today we're going to do something just a little bit different. It's almost springtime. We know what that means. The fish are about to start biting. And now is as good a time as any to do any last minute prep work so you're not tied up doing that while the fish are biting. So I've got a couple rods that are, I've got a couple broken guides. And so I'm going to try my hand at fishing rod repair using this here little kit that I got off Amazon. It was like $15. And I'm going to try my hand, see if I can get my rods fixed up. So that's what we're going to do. Fix a couple rods. That's enough of me talking. Let's get to it. All right, so this is what the box looks like. It is a OJYDOIIIY repair fishing rod guide kit. And I'm going to be just winging it here. And you can see I got a guide missing right here in the middle of the rod section. And that's what we're going to be fixing here. Now, when you read the instructions, right there under my thumb, it says remove the bad section. So that's what we're going to do. I got a little razor knife here, and I'm going to go to town, being very gentle, and remove that old glue and stuff that's on that guide. It comes with like a little piece of sandpaper, so you can use that sandpaper and rub off all the remaining excess from your rod there. All right, the next step, it says stand the new guide with a piece of masking tape. So that's what we'll do. Now it comes in a little baggie. There's like several different sizes, both for the middle of the rod and the rod tip. So you just kind of go through there, and I was just kind of eyeballing which one appeared to be the correct size. Now obviously you can do this yourself, but it's helpful to have an extra set of hands. So the wife helped out. I just held the guide in place, and then she was able to wrap the tape around. Basically it's just there temporarily to hold it into place while you do your other stuff. Alright, next step, wrap the thread onto the guide and stand it permanently. Alright, that's what we'll do. Now through trial and error, I found that it was easier if the rod was kind of up in the air so that you could suspend the string. It doesn't work when it's like laid flat on the ground, but if you can kind of prop it up, and then you'll see here in a minute how I wrap that thing around there. And you can see here why it's important to have that rod kind of suspended, because rather than wrapping the string around the rod, you can just hold it into place and then twist the rod tip around and get your coverage. And what you're trying to do is just get that string to cover the support for the guide. Next step, wrap the UV glue onto your thread. And you'll see the glue comes in this little tube. It's like a really thick, like gelatinous style. See, it's like a gelatinous kind of jelly. And basically I was doing the exact same technique. Basically just putting it on there real thick, twisting the rod slightly to make sure I get coverage. And that string will actually absorb a lot of the glue. So you can see there it makes like a little bowed up bump. After you've got your glue in place, it comes with this little UV light. It's just like a little blue light that you pinch and it lights up. The instructions say that you're supposed to expose it to the UV light for 2 minutes. So that's a kind of a long time. So I did pretty much the same thing. Just slowly twisted it and exposed all sides to the UV light for 2 minutes. I'm not going to bore you with that. But that's what it looks like. After you've let that stuff cure, I just got a pair of nose hair trimmers and got in there, cut off the excess strings, and I think we're good to go. Now you got to do the other side of the guide, but it's the exact same process. Just remove the tape, and then you'll see here, I'm going to speed everything up. Put that string on there, wind it up around the guide. Once you've got the full coverage, you just get your little bit of glue. Cover that sucker up with glue. Hit it with the UV light, let it cure for 2 minutes, and you're good to go. And this is what the finished product looked like. Admittedly, it's not the prettiest, but I think with a little practice I could make it look a lot better, but it was super easy to do. I had another rod that the tip was broken, and I did the exact same process. Basically, there's a separate packet that has rod ends and rod guides. So I just got the rod tip on there, slid it in, followed the exact same process, and this is what that final product looked like. Wow! Wasn't that both fun and informative? It was actually really easy to do. I'd never done that. I'm gonna level with you. The aesthetics of what I did doesn't look all that great, but I think it's functional, and that's really what I was going for. So anyways, if you got a rod that you need to fix some guides on, it's pretty darn easy. If I can do it, anybody can. That being said, I'm not sponsored by whatever that company is right there, but I just got them on Amazon. So hopefully next week I'll be able to get out on the water with my newly repaired rods. If you'd like to order that little kit, I'm going to leave a link down in the description box. You can click on there and go right to it. Otherwise, I'm going to be seeing you next week. This is Josh, and this is Abide Fishing.